Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bills at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, they'll throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ready? 2nd and 9 now. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
10 more there and another 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing Jones. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They'll send the tight end in motion left. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This defense for the Bills, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of...
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. These two teams all tied after... So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Bills have taken the lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll run it again with Barkley. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Jones. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Let's go.
Slot man moves right. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the middle with Barkley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Daniel Jones scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Dolphins are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example. Another incompletion.
Ready, set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Blocker, 6. Yellow, go. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Jones throwing to start the drive. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, here's Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the gun on third down, Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll go to Barkley again. And some space here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Jeudy. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Back to throw. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd and short.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Isaiah Likely from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. Shreds him with a stiff arm. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They hand this off to Harris, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Green Jack.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. Down to about the 37. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Harris. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This has been whittled down to a one-point game now, and things are really starting to avalanche against them. What's the message here before the first snap offensively?
Well, the message is you want your team to be smart, but you don't want your team to be tight. And that's where they are right now. Remember, still up one. So let's go out there, execute our offense, execute the game plan, and the goal is make that 1 point of lead at least a 7-point lead at the end of this drive.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jamar Chase, 32 yards. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 40, the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run with Harris. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check pitch.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
Come on, set. Check right. Set.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Ready. Yellow, blue.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Ready.
Harris running straight ahead. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
That is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for two. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for two, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.